And what do you had an incredible run in the independent circuit, before signing with Impact. You were with multiple companies, Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling Noah, WWE for a while as well. But do you recall, seeing TNA at that point for the first time on TV? What do you thought of their product? And do you imagine that you were going to be working for them in the future?
Yeah, I do remember the first pay-per-view, because a bunch of us from the wrestling school, we ordered it and then we watched it, and it was like, it was cool because it was something new, it was something different, and even at that point I realized that it's another opportunity for guys to be doing this as a living, guys who can do this and guys and girls who can work for TNA. And it was always a goal, it's always like a goal. Like hopefully I can get there one day, but it was never like a realistic thing because, I had never been to Nashville, whatever it was, but it was like, it seemed so far away from what I was doing. So to fast forward to where I am now and what I've been able to do, it's been an amazing journey.
During your first years with Impact, what do you recall of the backstage ambience, the wrestlers that were on top at that point, the management, and where were they before to compare to where they are right now?
Yeah, when me and Davey, we debuted as the Wolves with MVP, which was a big angle, a big storyline, and it was a big opportunity for us. Like, we were being put in this big role right away, and it was like, all right, well, this is our this is a test. This is what we want to do. So now it's like, let's jump into the deep end and let's see. We either sink or swim. And luckily we were able to swim and do something with it. I remember from the first time there, everybody, you always hear horror stories of different wrestling companies, of people. You feel like you're very on edge in the back, and you're walking on eggshells because you don't want to offend anybody. You don't want to miss anybody. You got to say hi to everybody. But getting to TNA at the time, it was like very relaxed, and everybody was very, very nice to us. Like, we had done stuff in Ring of Honor, but nothing on the level of Impact or TNA at the time. So it was nerve-wracking at the beginning, but we also knew a few guys that were in the company at the time. So that definitely helped kind of ease our way into it. And from the beginning until, I get, maybe I'm lucky, but I've always been treated with nothing but respect from any office or creative that we have. There's been a few changes since I've been there, obviously, but they've always treated me well. And, they show me respect, and I show them respect. And that's why I fully believe in everything that Impact Wrestling is doing.
Le pregunto sobre si vio TNA o anteriormente había visto TNA. Dice, bueno, la primera vez que la vi, recuerdo el primer pay-per-view, porque algunos de los compañeros de la Escuela de Lucha Libre de Kowalski lo compramos y nos sentamos a verlo. Fue genial, porque era algo nuevo y diferente. Incluso en ese momento nos dimos cuenta de que es otra oportunidad para que los chicos hagan algo para ganarse la vida en la industria. Ahora podían también trabajar con TNA. Dice, ojalá algún día yo pueda llegar allí. Nunca fue tan realista porque TNA era en Nashville, era de Boston, nunca había visitado Nashville, le parecía lejos, y pues como que tenía esa mentalidad de que en algún día quería llegar. Pero eventualmente él llega a Impact Wrestling, a TNA en aquel momento, y le pregunto, ¿qué te acuerdas del ambiente backstage? ¿O qué te acuerdas de la primera vez que llegaste? Bueno, Davey Richards, los Wolves, debutaron con MVP. Dice que fue una gran historia, una gran oportunidad para ellos, que los pusieron a prueba, porque rápido los metieron a la boca del lobo, los pusieron arriba. Dice que pudieron nadar y sobrellevar ese obstáculo que le pusieron, y fue muy exitoso. Les gustó el trabajo que hicieron con TNA en aquel momento. Sé que todo el mundo fue bien amable con ellos. Ellos ya habían venido de Ring of Honor en aquel momento, pero no era lo mismo. O sea, TNA estaba a otro nivel en aquel momento. Así que definitivamente sí, la experiencia en Ring of Honor les ayudó a llegar allí, les facilitó el camino, pero que personalmente él quería llegar a Impact, y esa era su meta, y le gustó cuando llegó, le mostraron respeto, él lo respetó a ellos, él respetó el producto y lo amó desde el momento en que lo conoció. People say that if you like the girl enough, put a ring on it and get married. And that is exactly what you did with Impact. Like, you signed and had zero intentions of looking anywhere else. So you were on Ring of Honor, you were on Pro Wrestling Noah, WWE, many other companies all around the world. Why was Impact the right choice for you and for your partner, Davey Richards, at that point?
You know, we felt it right away where, like, we knew we were going to be able to chance to kind of do more. We would have more say of everything we were doing. We kind of had creative, we could do some creative stuff. We had a lot more say. There's always a good back and forth between the creative and the front office and us. And it felt like there was a lot more freedom. And it just felt like, you know, as soon as we got there, it felt like it clicked. It was like, you know, we're happy here. Why would we want to go anywhere else? You know, we're making a great living here. They're taking care of us. We're having fun doing it. Like, that is the most important thing, to enjoy what you're doing. And I have always enjoyed it in my time in Impact, from TNA to Impact. I've always enjoyed it, and I've always been happy here. You know, I've always been happy to be a part of Impact, and I take pride in being, you know, the longest tenured wrestler currently in Impact. You know, I've been there 7 years at this point, and I take pride in that. I take pride in being the guy that I will wave the Impact flag as long as I can until my arm falls off. They have treated me great, and I believe in everything that we're doing. I believe in what the front office is doing, but I also believe in all of my brothers and sisters in that locker room. I believe that they are the best. They're the best in the business, and we're going to go out there and we're going to put on a great show each and every time.
And from being a tag team wrestler that proved yourself and your partner, what everyone, you know, already knew, that you were the number one on Impact, you were granted the opportunity to go as a single wrestler. And a particular night, you defeated Bobby Lashley to win your first TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Bobby Lashley, current WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a monster of a man. What went through your mind that night when they gave you what was going to happen backstage, but specifically after the bell rang?
You know, even you saying that, you know, the fact that I beat Bobby Lashley, which is, you know, Bob, I loved wrestling with Bobby. He is, you know, he's a giant of a man. He's a freak of an athlete, a great wrestler, obviously, but also one of the nicest guys backstage, which is always great. And even like you just saying that, me thinking of this right now, it's giving me chills, you know, because I think of that moment being in the ring where, you know, there's ups and downs in everybody's career. And there's been certain points where I didn't think that I would ever have that shot. You know, I didn't know. I always wanted that, but I didn't know if I would be given that opportunity. And when that day came, and, you know, I hit Bobby Lashley with the Boston Knee Party, and I pinned him 1, 2, 3 in that moment where I'm kneeling down and I'm looking at the title. It was very much real emotion. I mean, it still is, right? I am literally getting chills right now talking about it, because that, you know, that's the end goal. That's what everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to be the champion. And for me, I want to be the champion. I want to be the Impact champion, TNA champion, because of my love for the company and my belief in the company. So being a champion, it says, you know, I'm the man on top of the mountain, and I'm that one who's carrying everybody else. I'm the one. I want to tell people, like, follow me. We're going to make it through this. Whatever it is, we're going to make it through. And it was a pretty surreal moment. There's a lot of emotions that went into it. One of my best friends had passed away at the time, who I'd started wrestling with. And it was just like a full release of emotion when I won that belt and I was able to hold that championship. It was an amazing feeling.
Le pregunto por qué en aquel momento Davey Richards y él entendieron que lo mejor para sus carreras era firmar con Impact Wrestling. Y cito, lo sentimos de inmediato, sabíamos que íbamos a tener la oportunidad de hacer más, tendríamos más voz en todo lo que estábamos haciendo, podríamos hacer algunas cosas creativas, siempre hay un buen intercambio entre el creativo, la oficina principal y nosotros, o sea, el talento. Parecía que había mucha más libertad y tan pronto llegaron allí, encajaron, que sentían felices. Ellos entendían que él sí sé que siempre ha sido feliz ahí, que tanto el equipo de prensa, o sea, de relaciones públicas como Ross, el equipo de oficina, los árbitros, los talentos, producción, todo el mundo siempre trabajan bien entre ellos. Lleva 7 años con la empresa, se enorgullece de ser el tipo o la persona que agarre la bandera de Impact y la mueva y ondee esa bandera con orgullo constantemente, y él quiere hacer eso. quiere ser ese jugador de franquicia, quiere ser esa persona que eleva el nombre de Impact Wrestling y quiere estar ahí por siempre. Le pregunto en adición que qué recuerda de la noche en que él ganó el campeonato mundial peso completo de Impact Wrestling. Esa noche él derrotó al actual campeón mundial peso completo de WWE, Bobby Lashley. ¿Qué pasó por su mente en ese momento? Él dice, el hecho de que vencía a Bobby Lashley, o sea, me encantaba luchar con Lashley, es un hombre gigante, es un atleta normal, anormal en el sentido de que es distinto, un gran luchador obviamente, pero también uno de los tipos más agradables detrás del escenario. Siempre era genial. Entonces, si lo dices ahora mismo, le da escalofrío, porque pienso en ese momento en el cuadrilátero donde, bueno, hay altas y bajas, pero cuando él pega el Boston Tea Party y hacen el conteo 1, 2 y 3, ese momento él se arrodilla, mira el título, lo que tiene es emoción genuina. Él no podía creer que la empresa que lo enamoró otra vez de la lucha, él ahora era la cara. Él ahora era el campeón máximo, era la persona que estaba ondeando la bandera con mucho orgullo. Él dice, quiero decirle a la gente que me siga en ese momento, que estamos aquí, que yo soy el elegido, que vamos a vencer todos los obstáculos y toda la montaña y que la empresa confíe en él. Simplemente fue algo fuera de este mundo para Eddie.